Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys like my videos. This is a story of what if Naruto becomes the Black Death of Konoha. Naruto changes in the Wave arc. It all starts from the bridge that Tazuna built. Before we start, be sure to check the description for the creator of this great fanfic, and don't forget to subscribe and leave a like and give review of this video. So let's start. Chapter 14. 3 days later, Naruto and Jiraiya were walking into a border village that are scattered around the land of fire. Naruto had to change his bandages again and they needed to gather information and food. Okay Naruto, we will be staying here for a few days. Jiraiya said. And I will teach you the 3 downfalls of a male shinobi. They are money, females, and gambling. Jiraiya said. Now hand over your money pouch. He ordered. Why should I? Naruto asked. You have more money than I do and you peep on women and you gamble. Naruto said as women started to glare at Jiraiya, which Naruto returned squarely. He removed his hood and girls between the ages of 10 and 20 stared at the handsome boy. Plus I already have a girlfriend. Naruto said as the two heard groans of disappointment. A daring woman came up to him. Shinobi-kun, your girlfriend doesn't have to know if have a little fun. The woman said. My girlfriend is the heir of the Byakugan, I think she would know. Naruto replied indifferently, not noticing the woman's amazingly beautiful figure. I am free. Jiraiya said. Sorry, I don't like old men. The woman said as she turned her attention back to Naruto. Byakugan. A dujutsu of Konoha that is known as one of the most powerful in history. Anyone who wields it has the ability to see chakra points, and has X-ray vision, meaning she could tell if I am lying. He added indifferently as he fished out his fat gamma money pouch and threw it at Jiraiya and walked away. Jiraiya greedily looked into the pouch when pink dust puffed out covering him and was swiftly followed by a boxing glove attack to a spring, hitting him in the face. Jiraiya could hear Naruto's pained laughter in the distance. You shouldn't have looked, you old perv. Naruto yelled painfully as he walked away. I will be at the hotel. Naruto called as he left the old man. Several women were laughing at Jiraiya as Naruto walked away. I will get that boy. Jiraiya thought as he looked into the pouch to see a note. Do not think of getting me back, my retaliation normally comes with property damage, signed Naruto. Jiraiya read as he looked at the Kitsune Hanyu drawn on the bottom of the note. With Naruto was walking around the village. Seems to be a fair today. Naruto thought as he walked around looking at all the booths. Naruto saw one that sold masks. Naruto walked over and looked at the masks. Anything interest you? A man asked. Not really. Naruto replied truthfully. Me using a mask is kinda useless since most of the time I have my hood up. Naruto said. But my little brother and his 3 friends would like some. Naruto said. And, my Naruto thinks of Konohamaru as his little brother. Well, how old are they? The man asked. 8. Naruto replied. 2 boys and 2 girls. Naruto added. The girls like these. He said, laying out a few masks. And the boys like these. He added, laying out more. Okay, I will take the cat and bird masks for the girls and the dog and monkey masks for the boys. Naruto said as he placed some money on the counter. Thank you sir for coming. The man said as he placed the masks in a bag. Naruto continued on his way until he came to a kimono store. Naruto looked and walked in to see a 14-year-old girl behind the counter. How may I help you? The girl asked flirtatiously. Well, I need to get a kimono for my girlfriend. Naruto said as he watched the girl deflate a little. Well, I will need to know her bust size, waist, hip, height, eye color, hair color and her favorite color. She said before Naruto told her Hinata's measurements and favorite color. You're kidding, right? The girl asked. Nope. Naruto replied simply. What kind of blue is her favorite? She asked. See my eye color. Naruto asked as the girl nodded. A little darker than that. Wow, you sure know a lot about your girlfriend. How long have you known her? She asked. 5 years. Naruto replied. How long have you been dating? She asked. Almost 3 months. Naruto said, stunning the girl. Sheesh, I wish some of my late boyfriends were as observant as you. She mumbled. What kind of material do you want this made of? She asked. Don't worry, you will find someone who will love you for you. Naruto said. And your finest and softest silk. Naruto added. Our best silk is expensive. She warned. Have you ever heard of the Black Death of Konoha? Naruto asked with a well-hidden smirk. Yeah, he is famous in the land of fire. She said matter-of-factly. I am a big fan of him. Well, you are one of many of my fans. Naruto said, shocking the girl. I am Naruto Uzumaki, known as the Black Death of Konoha. Naruto said, bowing his head to her as she gawked at him. I would have bowed properly, but a recent fight of mine has left me wounded in the stomach. Naruto told her. Why, you are the B Black D Death. She stuttered as Naruto nodded. She let out a squeal. Wait till my friends hear that I am making something for the most desired man in the land of fire. She said between squeals of joy. Don't forget to tell them I am already taken. Naruto told her. I will give you half off if you kiss me. She told him. No need, I can afford any price you hand out. Naruto said with a chuckle. Naruto-kun, what is your secret? Asked a voice that made Naruto stiffen. No, it can't be. Naruto thought as he turned. Can I cut his legs and arms off so he can't pull another stunt like before? A tall blue man asked. Itachi Uchiha and Kisame. Naruto said as he looked at the two. Come with us, Naruto-kun, and no one will get hurt. Itachi said. Why don't we go outside so I can escape without making this shop explode like I did to that in last time? Naruto suggested. I do not fall for the same trick twice in a row, Naruto-kun. Itachi said. I don't know if I will last a few seconds with them. Naruto thought as he saw Itachi activate his Mangekyo Sharingan. Naruto's eyes instantly lowered. You know I can control what you have in you, right? Itachi asked. Well, right now she is a bit low on chakra, so I have none running though me. Naruto said as he burst through the window onto the street. Where is Ero-sensei? Naruto thought as he spun and painfully pulled his katana out. Naruto blocked a downward chop from Kisame and coughed up a bit of blood. Wind style. Airstrike slash. Naruto yelled as he unleashed an upward blade of wind. The wind forced Kisame into the air. Naruto grabbed his stomach as he weakly stood and glared at the two. Naruto could feel his blood flowing into the bandage. I won't last long like this. Naruto thought as he tried to stem the flow of blood. If you keep doing this, I will bleed to death. Naruto warned, trying to make them leave. Now that is unacceptable. Naruto-kun, what would Hinata-chan think of that? Itachi said. Don't you go near her. Naruto warned lowly. My, that warning is a bit late, we just came from Konoha. Itachi said calmly. Naruto took a threatening step forward but almost instantly fell to his knees. If you hurt her, I will make you pay. Naruto said dangerously as he grasped his stomach in pain. He felt the blood-soaked bandages. Itachi. The three shinobi heard. They turned to see Sasuke. I have held my hate and now I will kill you. Sasuke yelled as his Sharingan flared to life. I thought you said that you were the last Uchiha with the Sharingan. Kisame said. Naruto went through a few hand signs. Summon. He whispered and pressed his hand onto the ground and a small puff appeared to reveal a small one-tailed blue fox. Krona, go get Jiraiya. Naruto said weakly. Yes, Naruto-sama. Krona said and ran away. Naruto was panting and tried to stand but fell to his knees again. Naruto watched Sasuke charge a Chidori up. Why would Kakashi teach Sasuke that? Naruto thought as he watched Sasuke charge at Itachi. Itachi easily caught the arm and twisted it violently, making a loud snapping noise. You didn't hold enough hate, little brother. Itachi said before kicking Sasuke into the wall. Itachi appeared in front of Sasuke right after Sasuke's back hit the wall. Itachi grabbed Sasuke by the throat and held him up and looked directly into his eyes. You fell for the same tricks. Itachi said when suddenly Sasuke screamed and fell unconscious. Now Naruto-kun, where were we? He said as he turned to see a tall man with long white hair behind Naruto. Kisame, we are leaving, we are not strong enough to fight both Asanin and Naruto-kun. Itachi said as the two leapt away. Naruto, are you okay? Jiraiya asked seriously. I have lost a lot of blood. Naruto replied as he lifted his shirt to show the dark red bandages. Naruto grimaced in pain. Go check on Sasuke, I had to rebandage this anyways. Naruto added. Fine. Jiraiya said as walked over to Sasuke, but he kept an eye on Naruto. Dynamic entry. A male voice yelled before a yelp of pain from Jiraiya. Naruto's head snapped up to see Guy standing over Jiraiya's body. Naruto blinked a few times. Wow, the ultimate weirdo knocked out the ultimate pervert. Naruto mumbled. I am sorry, Master Jiraiya. Guy exclaimed as he helped the Toad Sage up. Why did you kick me? Jiraiya exclaimed when he and Guy were thrown apart by snakes. What happened, Naruto? Enko demanded. Sasuke Tem came to get revenge for a prank I did a while ago. Naruto half lied. As you can see, he was on the receiving end of an ass whooping. Naruto said, smiling up at her. Come on, you think Sasuke Tem could beat me? Naruto asked. He is lying to me. She thought when she saw a guy pick Sasuke up. What was the prank? I took a picture of him in a pretty adorable position and sold it to the females of my class at 20 Ryo a pop. Naruto told her truthfully. What made him adorable? Enko asked. Ask Sakura. She bought 50 photos, you will get a major kick out of it. Naruto replied. How is your wound, Naruto? Enko asked as she saw the blood dripping to the ground. It reopened. Naruto told her. I was about to rewrap it when Guy knocked out the ultimate pervert. Naruto added with a smirk. Oh, that reminds me. Enko said as she stalked over to Jiraiya and lifted him off the ground with her snakes and had a kunai pointed at his groin. If he comes back a pervert, I will neuter you and then have the medics reattach them so Hinata can get a go at them. She threatened as Guy and Naruto covered their groins in fright. Enko-chan, we have to get going while he trailed off as a kunai whizzed between his legs. Another word and I won't miss. She said lowly as she dropped Jiraiya. Bye Naruto-kun. Enko exclaimed before running away. It was then that the villagers started to look into the street. Naruto was still kneeling. You know, you perv, that I need help. Naruto said. He felt weak from the blood loose. Shut it, brat, I just got kicked in the head by a freak. Jiraiya said. I got 2 kunai stabs and a katana stab in my stomach that has reopened, which is more serious? Naruto asked sarcastically. Jiraiya shook his head before lifting Naruto up. You know Hinata will kill you when you get back. Jiraiya told him. Most likely, but I couldn't run. Naruto told him as Jiraiya shook his head. She doesn't care about that, all she will care about is that you did something reckless. He told Naruto. So can you leave me in an alley? I am sure that will be less painful. Naruto joked and let out a pained laugh as they walked into a hotel. 2 days later, Naruto had spent the last 2 days in bed letting his wound close again. Jiraiya had looked around to find evidence of Akatsuki and his old teammate. Ero-sensei, you never did tell me who the new Hokage is going to be. Naruto said. It is my teammate Tsunade Hime, the slug princess. Jiraiya said. She is a field medic nin, second to none at it. If she isn't out of shape she would beat me in a second. He said with a small blush. She is big-breasted, isn't she? Naruto asked emotionlessly. Oh my god, you will never see any as big as hers. Jiraiya said with a line of drool going down his chin. I don't care about that kind of stuff. Naruto said simply. Not even if Hinata becomes big-breasted, he asked as he started to imagine Hinata in the future. His thought was interrupted by a katana being pressed tightly to his throat. Do not think of my Hime like that. Naruto warned. Only I can think of her like that. Naruto added in his head. Have you gotten a lead on your teammate? Naruto asked, sheathing his katana. Yeah, supposedly she was seen in a town about a week away. Jiraiya told Naruto. Supposedly. Naruto asked. She has been dodging me for the past 13 years, Naruto. I could not find her at all. Jiraiya told him. I wanted her to take care of you. Jiraiya thought. When are we leaving? Naruto asked. Immediately, she might not be there anymore. Jiraiya told him. Naruto nodded and used his katana to help him stand. This katana was not meant to be a crutch. Naruto thought as he weakly got dressed. Come on, we have to go. Jiraiya said as Naruto nodded and the two left the hotel. I have something to pick up for Hinata Hime. Naruto said as he walked towards the kimono store. Naruto pushed the door open to see the girl behind the counter. Hello. Naruto said as the girl beamed at him. Hello Naruto. The girl said. Sorry about the window. Naruto said a little embarrassed. I will pay for it. He said as he pulled a scroll from his cloak and placed it on the table and wrote a kanji on it, and a pile of money appeared and the girl gawked at the amount of money. This should be enough money. Naruto said as the girl nodded. Here is your kimono, I hope your girlfriend likes it. The girl said with obvious disappointment. Thanks. Naruto said as he pulled out another seal and sealed the kimono into it. I wonder if this will keep Hinata Hime from killing me. Naruto thought as he walked out of the store. 7 days later, Naruto and Jiraiya had just made it to the next town. There was a festival going on. Okay Naruto, you can go off for an hour or two to have a bit of fun, but later I have a very powerful ninjutsu for you to learn. Jiraiya told him. Okay. Naruto said as the two went their separate ways. The perv pocketed my money pouch. Naruto thought. With Jiraiya held the money pouch away from him and opened it. He saw that nothing happened and looked into it and a blast of blue paint coated his face. How does he fit this much paint into his wallet? Jiraiya thought as he wiped some of the paint off and looked into the wallet again to be hit by water and purple powder. I think I might kill the boy. Jiraiya thought as he looked around to see several people giggling at him. With Naruto, I wonder if Ero-sensei opened my wallet. Naruto thought as he walked through the vendors. Naruto played a few games and sighed with boredom and his stomach growled. I should buy some food. Naruto thought as he walked to the food section and bought a bunch of food and sat to eat it. He had a bunch of girls crowd him. Why me? Naruto thought. Who are you? A girl asked. Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto said before he took a bite of food. That is an interesting name. The girl said. Thank you. Naruto said simply. Are two-word answers all you know? She asked. Could be. Naruto replied. Do you have a girlfriend? She asked. Yes I do. Naruto said. I am related to the leader of this village. She said. If you date me you can be influential. The girl added. My girlfriend is Hinata Hyuga, the eldest daughter of the Hieishi Hyuga, the head of the Hyuga clan. Naruto said simply. Plus I am the Black Death of Konoha, I don't need more influence. Naruto told her as she stared at him. She wouldn't know if you had a fling. The girl pressed. You obviously don't know about clans of Konoha. Naruto said as he turned to the girl. The Hyugas have the Byakugan, it is a dojutsu that lets them see everything in a 360 degrees, chakra points, and see through things. Tell me, do you think it would be wise to mess with her? Naruto asked. The girl growled and stalked away. Geez, what is wrong with me? Naruto thought as he finished his food. I need to go find Ero-sensei. Naruto thought. Sorry ladies, but I have to get going. Naruto said as he weakly stood. I hate being wounded. Naruto was stopped by two guards. They both were heavily armed. What? Naruto asked. You were requested by the head of this village. One guard said. Sorry, but I am on a mission. Naruto said as they intercepted Naruto again. That does not matter. The other said. Do you want to get into a war with Konoha? Naruto asked. I am on a mission to find the new Hokage and all it takes is a message from me to have 100 Anbu here. Naruto warned. Now move. Naruto said, getting angry. The guards stood their grounds. In an instant Naruto's katana was in his hand and the guards drew their weapons, or at least the hilts of the weapons. Do not mess with me, I am Naruto Uzumaki, the temporary Hokage of Konoha and the Black Death of Konoha. Naruto warned as he sheathed his weapon and passed the two frightened guards. Sheesh, just because they have weapons they think they can boss people around. Naruto thought as he walked and was surrounded by 30 guards. The head of the village demands to see you. One said. Naruto pulled his katana out and held it so he could watch his back. You do realize I am a 5th degree master in Kenjutsu, right? Naruto asked. Put your weapons away. A fat man ordered. Uzumaki-sama, I am sorry about their rudeness. The man said. I am Hakoda Manra. The man said. I just wanted to see you to apologize for my daughter's disrespect. He said. Think nothing of it. Naruto said, sheathing his own weapon and let out a hiss of pain. I need to go meet Jiraiya-sensei now. Naruto said and felt weird calling Jiraiya in such respect. Sorry to hold you up. Hakoda said. No problem, one question. Naruto said. What is closest to the main gate? Hot spring, strip club, or a place that has scantily clad women? Naruto asked. A club that has scantily clad women. Hakoda said. It is right there. He added, pointing at a club. Thanks. Naruto said as he used his katana as a crutch. I hate being wounded without Kyubi. Naruto thought as he hinged into a little cute boy. Naruto walked in to see Jiraiya with 3 women around him. Grandpa, why did you leave me at the gate? Naruto asked and looked to be ready to cry. Jiraiya's mouth dropped open. Naruto transformed back to his normal self. What is this jutsu you wanted to show me? Naruto asked. I hate you, Naruto. Jiraiya said. Whatever you say, Ero-sensei. Naruto replied. Come back in 15 minutes. Jiraiya said with a perverted giggle. More like 2 seconds. Naruto said dryly as he turned and walked right into a man. The man spilt a drink on his coat. Ouch, that hurt. Naruto mumbled. Hey brat, that coat you just ruined costed the boss 300,000 ryo, a man exclaimed. Like I care. Naruto said. He spilt his own drink on his coat. He added. Do you know who you are talking about? Another man asked. This man is an ex-chunin of Iwa, he is the great Gantetsu, the man said. No named Iwa Chunin. Naruto said. You know I have a run-on-site status on me with anyone under Chunin rank. Naruto asked. I am Naruto Uzumaki, the Black Death of Konoha. Naruto said. Hey, I bet Iwa would love to have you. Gantetsu said as he went to attack Naruto. I guess you will see a demonstration on what you will be making. Jiraiya said as he held his arm back and a ball of chakra formed. That is like my jutsu. Naruto thought. Rasengan. Jiraiya yelled as he slammed the ball into Gantetsu's stomach, making him pinwheeling backwards into a stand. Jiraiya and Naruto walked towards Gantetsu. Jiraiya lifted the man up easily and took his wallet and handed the vendor some money. You have no problem paying for the damages, don't you? Jiraiya asked as Gantetsu groaned. And we will take all the balloons and rubber balls you have. Jiraiya added as the vendor nodded and handed a large bag to Jiraiya. Come on Naruto. Jiraiya said as he led Naruto a little ways out of the village. How powerful is this jutsu? Naruto asked. See this tree? Jiraiya asked as he quickly made the Rasengan and slammed it into the tree, making it disintegrate. That is how powerful. Naruto whistled. That is powerful, but check out my own jutsu. Naruto said as he held his palm out as wind gathered and condensed into his palm in the shape of a sphere. A whistling noise started to increase in volume. Naruto slammed the ball into a tree and nothing happened for a few seconds before the tree trunk exploded in splinters. The tree fell backwards. Seems like yours is the exact opposite of mine. Mine is elemental manipulation and yours is chakra manipulation. Naruto said. He already is making a counterpart to the Rasengan. Jiraiya thought as he threw a water balloon at Naruto. Make it explode with you chakra. Jiraiya told him as he picked one up and make the balloon spike in different directions before exploding. So basically I spin my chakra around until it explodes. Naruto asked as he lightly bit onto the balloon and crossed his fingers. Shadow clone jutsu. He mumbled around the balloon as 20 clones appeared. You know what to do. Naruto said as Jiraiya watched all the clones attempting to make the balloon explode. Naruto will get this jutsu in no time. Jiraiya thought with a smirk. Remember, take your time. This took the 4th Hokage 4 years of development and 3 years to make it. It took me 3 years to make it. Jiraiya told him. Maybe that is because you were peeping on people. Naruto said with a smirk as the clones made the balloon spike a little before it became round again. Well, I will be going. Jiraiya said as he walked away. A week later Naruto walked into Jiraiya's in his room and held the balloon over Jiraiya's sleeping form. Naruto started to spin the water in the balloon until it popped, drenching Jiraiya. He sputtered and glared at Naruto. What did you do? Jiraiya demanded. I popped it. Naruto said, smirking. Jiraiya narrowed his eyes. Prove it. Jiraiya said as Naruto held another balloon and it soon popped. Jiraiya yawned. I guess it is time for the second more difficult step. Jiraiya said as he stood and got dressed. This step you will learn as we walk. I got a hint about Tsunade being in a town 2 days away. Jiraiya said. Okay, let's get going. Naruto said as he grabbed his pack. Okay. Jiraiya said as he grabbed his bag. 2 days later Naruto and Jiraiya had arrived at yet another border village. The two walked towards a secluded part of town. Naruto, I want you to stay out here. Jiraiya said as he walked into a building. He saw men throwing dice. He sat in front of what he suspected was the head man. Hello sir. What can I do for you? The man asked. I heard you had a gambler in here a little while ago. Jiraiya said. We get a lot of those kinds of people. The man said. This is a woman, Tsunade Senju to be exact. Jiraiya said. Yes, the legendary sucker was here. The man said. Do you know where she is? Jiraiya asked. How about a little game? The man asked. Even I tell you odd you give me all your money. The man said. Deal. Jiraiya said as he watched the man throw the dice and the were stopping on odd when a large gust of wind blew through the building, making the dice flip over to even. Jiraiya let out a sigh of relief. The man told Jiraiya where to go. Thanks. Jiraiya said as he walked out to see Naruto pulling another ball out and throw a ball with a hole in it away. Naruto, we are leaving again. Tsunade's last known in Tanzaku Castle. Jiraiya said. About a week away. He added. Okay. Naruto said. Kyubi is still weak. Naruto thought as he held his stomach. A week later Naruto looked up at the hill. Aro-sensei, didn't you say there was a castle? Naruto asked. Of cower, Jiraiya trailed off as he looked up to see no castle. Both of them instantly jumped up onto a wall and saw people running. What happened here? Jiraiya called, gaining Amon's attention. A giant snake attack, he said before starting to run again. Orochimaru. The two whispered. Let's go Naruto. Jiraiya said as he leapt down with Naruto following suit. They came to a bar and walked in. Jiraiya stopped instantly as he saw a blonde buxom woman. Tsunade, Jiraiya, the two exclaimed. Naruto blinked a few times as he looked at the woman who looked to be in her early 30s. What are you doing here, Jiraiya? Tsunade asked as the two walked over. And who is the brat? This is Naruto Uzumaki. Jiraiya said. Kyubi's Jinchuriki. The brunette and Tsunade thought. And can't an old teammate meet up with his old friends? Jiraiya asked. Seems to be a lot of reunions today. Tsunade said. Sarutobi-sensei has died, Tsunade Haim. Jiraiya said. I know. Tsunade said simply. The council wants you to be Hokage. Jiraiya added. No. Tsunade said and Jiraiya opened his mouth. Hokage is a fool's game. Anyone who becomes Hokage dies shortly after. I mean, look at the fourth Hokage Hide. She stopped when she felt an unimaginable amount of killer intent directed at her. Do not say anything bad about the fourth Hokage or I will kill you. Naruto said threateningly. The fourth Hokage died to protect Fool, and that makes him a fool. Tsunade said she opened her mouth to speak again but was stopped as Naruto appeared on the table and lifted her effortlessly off the ground. You want a fight? Tsunade asked. Let's take this outside, she said as she hit his arm, making him let her go. The two walked out but Jiraiya stopped Tsunade. Don't underestimate this kid and watch out for his stomach. Jiraiya warned. He can't possibly be that powerful, I mean he is a genin. Tsunade said as she walked out. Someone is going to get hurt. Jiraiya thought as he walked out and stood next to Shizune. To make things fair I will only use one finger. Tsunade said. Don't be cocky. Naruto said as he pulled a kunai out and was ready to throw it when Tsunade appeared in front of him and struck upwards, knocking his forehead proctor and hood off. Naruto closed his eyes. He cracked open his eyes to see Tsunade's finger ready to flick. She released her finger and threw Naruto back 10 feet before he rolled to his feet. Damn, she is strong. Naruto thought as he rubbed his forehead. Naruto threw a kunai at Tsunade that she flicked away. Naruto instantly charged low and placed his hand on his katana. As he drew closer he whipped his katana out and swung at Tsunade at the same time as he kicked. Tsunade stopped the katana blade with her finger and deflected his kick with her foot. She wouldn't. Jiraiya thought as he watched Suon cock her arm back and struck Naruto's stomach. No. Jiraiya yelled as all three watched Tsunade's fist disappear into Naruto's stomach. Naruto coughed up blood and fell backwards. What happened? Tsunade stuttered. Jiraiya ran over to Naruto and knelt next to him. Tsunade, you have to heal him. Jiraiya begged before ripping Naruto's shirt open to reveal the widened katana stab and kunai stabs were opened. What happened to him? Suon demanded as she shakily started to heal him. He fought and won against Minato and Kushina. Jiraiya said. But it nearly cost him his life, but then he fought against the one-tailed Jinchuriki. Jiraiya told her as the wounds healed. How is he still alive? Tsunade asked. These wounds would have killed anyone. I personally think it was his love for his lover that kept him alive. Jiraiya said. He is too young to know love. Tsunade scoffed. You would think that, but if you saw the look in their eyes when they see each other you can tell it is love. Jiraiya said. Well, he will be fine. Tsunade said as she stood up, still a bit shakily from seeing all the blood. Jiraiya, why is Kyubi's chakra so low? Tsunade asked. She spent most of her chakra fighting Gaara, then spent more keeping Naruto alive while he fought Gaara. Jiraiya told her. Why does it feel like I got hit by a freight train? Naruto mumbled. How are you awake? Tsunade asked. I heal fast. Naruto said as he gripped his stomach to feel that it was mostly whole, making him look down to see 3 small cuts. Did Kyubi wake up? Naruto asked. Nope, I healed you. Tsunade said. That explains why it isn't completely healed. Naruto said as a tick formed on her head. Are you making fun of my healing abilities? Tsunade exclaimed. If I was you would know. Naruto told her as he grabbed his katana and jammed it into the ground to help him stand. Geez, why did you hit me in the stomach? Naruto asked. If I knew you were this seriously hurt I would have healed you first then kicked you tiny ass. Tsunade exclaimed at him. Well, I am healed now. Naruto said as he stretched a little. How about a rematch? Naruto asked. If I win you acknowledge that the fourth Hokage was a good Hokage and if I lose you give all my money. Naruto said. Hey, how much money could you have? Tsunade asked as Naruto pulled out a scroll as wiped some blood on it and a pile of money came out. I have taken out a lot of missing nins. Naruto said. I have 10 more scrolls like this. Naruto said as he pocketed the scroll. You are on. Suon said greedily as Jiraiya groaned. And I will use one finger again. What is it? Shizune whispered. Naruto won 10,000 ryo on a scratch ticket. Jiraiya said. That isn't all that uncommon. Shizune said. This was a ticket that's max amount won is 5,000. Jiraiya said dryly. What kind of luck he has? Shizune asked as they watched Naruto charge Tsunade and held his arm back and charged an incomplete Rasengan. Shizune's and Tsunade's eyes widened. Tsunade shook her head and slammed her fist into the ground. Naruto's Rasengan slammed into the ground and threw himself away. Damn it Jiraiya, what are you thinking, teaching him something he will never get? Tsunade yelled at Jiraiya as Shizune ran to Naruto to help him out. Jiraiya smirked at him. What the hell is so funny, she exclaimed. One of the great Sannin lost to a genin. Jiraiya said. I believe a certain blonde Sannin say, and I will use one finger again. Jiraiya imitated her voice perfectly. Suon's mouth opened and closed. Hey brat. Tsunade called as Shizune pulled him out of the fissure Tsunade's fist created. Damn, she has some amazing strength. Naruto thought. What? Naruto asked. How about we make another bet? Tsunade asked. If you win it I will give you this necklace and I will acknowledge that you will become Hokage one day. Tsunade said. Tsunade, you can't. Shizune exclaimed. What is so important about it? Naruto asked. That is the Shodai necklace, it is worth 3 gold mines and the mountains on top of them. Jiraiya explained. And anyone not destined to be Hokage dies shortly after wearing it. Jiraiya added in his head. She must have a lot of faith in the boy. He added. So what do you say? She asked. Sure. Naruto said. You don't want to know what will happen if you lose? Tsunade asked. Nope, because I will not lose. Naruto said confidently. Okay. Tsunade sang. I will give you 1 week to complete the Rasengan and if you don't make a complete one at the end of the week you will give up on being Hokage and I get all your money. She said. Okay. Naruto said as he walked away. Where are you going? She asked. To train, duh. Naruto said. The three watched Naruto walk away. Tsunade smirked and pulled a frog wallet. Tsunade, I wouldn't do that. Jiraiya warned but she ignored him and only saw the fat wallet. She opened it up and a puff of smoke appeared followed by a pie hitting her in the face. The pie slid off her face and Tsunade tasted some of it. It is good pie. Tsunade said simply before cleaning it off. She saw that the toad was still fat. Was it a trap for pickpockets? Tsunade thought as she looked into the wallet to get blasted with pink powder. She turned to see Jiraiya laughing and Shizune covering her mouth keeping herself from laughing. Tsunade turned to Jiraiya and unleashed on him like an angry gorilla. I will get that brat for this. Tsunade said. Shizune looked into the wallet and nothing happened. She pulled a note out. Tsunade, do not think of getting me back, most of my retaliations is accompanied with property damage. Shizune read out loud. She blinked a few times. Is this boy a genius or an expert prankster? Shizune thought as a boxing glove attached to a spring launched over her shoulder and she heard a loud thunk. She turned to see Jiraiya on the ground knocked out. This time Tsunade was laughing her ass off. Shizune saw another note. Arrow-sensei, don't try to grope Shizune-chan. Shizune read out loud over Tsunade's laughter. Chapter 15. 6 days later. It had been 6 days since Naruto had started his training to complete the Rasengan. He was spending 18-hour days of training, rarely stopping for breaks. Tsunade was currently watching the boy make the Rasengan. How can he train so hard and still be alive? Tsunade thought as she saw him attempt to make another Rasengan but ended up making himself fall unconscious from exhaustion. Tsunade walked towards him and knelt next to him. She felt his forehead and checked his hands to see that he had a fever and severe chakra burns on his hands. She shook her head before picking him up in her arms. It didn't take Tsunade long to get to the hotel that the four of them were staying at. She laid Naruto in her bed when Shizune walked in. He will be out for at least 2 days. Tsunade told Shizune. Tsunade-sama, what are you going to do about tomorrow? Shizune asked. That is none of your concerns. Tsunade said as she turned to her assistant. I don't think Uncle Dan would want She was silenced as Tsunade appeared next to her. Sorry Shizune. Tsunade said as Shizune fell forward unconscious. The next morning Naruto groggily opened his eyes and saw the ceiling. Damn, I passed out. Naruto exclaimed as he quickly threw his legs over the side of the bed and went to run outside but tripped over something. Naruto looked at the floor to see Shizune groaning on the floor. Naruto quickly went to her side. Shizune-chan, what are you doing sleeping on the floor? Naruto asked. Sleeping. Shizune mumbled before her eyes snapped open. Tsunade, she exclaimed looking around seeing that it was morning. How are you awake? Shizune asked. Even without Kyubi my chakra replenishes at an amazing rate. Naruto told her. Now what happened? Naruto asked. Tsunade-sama is going to go meet with Orochimaru. She told him. I have to stop her. She added. I am coming. Naruto said as Shizune began to protest. He made me kill my mother. Naruto growled. I am coming. He told her as Shizune stuck her head out the window and a kunai whizzed by her head. She saw Jiraiya leaning against the wall. Holy crap, Ero-sensei, you almost killed her. If I wanted to kill her I would have. Jiraiya said weakly. Plus I am out of whack because Tsunade drugged me. He added. You nearly killed me. Shizune thought dryly as she pulled some pills out. Here, take these, they will help with the chakra control problem. She told him as he looked at her skeptically. Why would I poison an already poisoned man? She asked as he continued to look at her skeptically. Geez, fine. She exclaimed exasperated as she popped a pill into her mouth and swallowed it. See, fine. She told him as she forced the palms into his hand. Now swallow the pills. She ordered. Jiraiya popped the pills into his mouth and swallowed the pills. Where is she? Jiraiya demanded. You will have to follow me. Shizune said. Fine. Jiraiya said as the three leapt out the window. Naruto sniffed the air. Kabuto is here. Naruto thought as he glanced around. Naruto, what is the hold up? Jiraiya asked. I smell something. Naruto said as he looked around. You two go on ahead. Naruto said as he sniffed the air. I don't smell anything. Jiraiya said. Because of the Kyubi my sense of smell is as strong as a kitsune's. Naruto told them. I smell his little toy. Naruto said as he pulled his katana out. Be careful Naruto. Jiraiya said before Shizune and him leapt away. Naruto sniffed again. Where can he be hiding? Naruto thought as he saw movement. Naruto instantly started to leap towards the movement. So Naruto-kun, you could sense me? Kabuto asked. It is hard to miss when you reek of death and snake summons. Naruto said calmly. Now what shall we do? He added as the two started to circle. Well Naruto-kun, I have an appointment. Kabuto said before leaping away with Naruto hot on his tail. My speed still isn't at its max. Naruto thought as he saw Kabuto gaining distance between them. With Tsunade and Orochimaru, Tsunade walked towards Orochimaru with green glowing hands. If I do this I get my lover and brother back, right? Tsunade asked. Of course Tsunade-chan. Orochimaru said when a kunai nearly hit Tsunade and Kabuto landed behind Orochimaru. Kabuto, if you wanted to kill me you will need to do better. Orochimaru said. I guess I would. Kabuto said. But I just saved you Orochimaru-sama, she had enough chakra to kill you. My Tsunade-chan, don't you want to see Dan and Naoki again? Orochimaru asked. They wouldn't want to see me like this. Tsunade stated simply as she took her coat off. We have to get going Orochimaru, Naruto-kun was right behind me. Kabuto told Orochimaru. I guess I will just have to force you to heal my arms Tsunade-chan. Orochimaru said. I would rather die. Tsunade said as she slammed her fist against the wall behind her making it explode. And I will take you with me. She added as she flew at the two and they leapt away. With Jiraiya and Shizune the two were leaping on the rooftops towards the meeting place. Naruto leapt next to them. Did you find that person? Jiraiya asked. Yeah, but he got away. My speed isn't at its max right now. Naruto told him. Okay. Did you figure out who it was? Jiraiya asked. A boy named Kabuto. He was a Konoha shinobi, but he is Orochimaru's right-hand man, or at least I think that. Naruto said as they left and found a destroyed wall. This is Tsunade-sama's work. Shizune said. This is her jacket. Naruto said, picking as he picked it up. She is fighting them. Naruto added. We have to help her. I know. Jiraiya said as they looked around a wall to see Kabuto fighting Tsunade. Looks like Tsunade is winning against Kabuto. Jiraiya said when he saw Kabuto stab his own hand and blood sprayed all over Tsunade. Shit, Kabuto just stabbed his hand. Jiraiya said as he saw Tsunade drop to her knees. I will fight Orochimaru. Shizune, you fight Kabuto, and Naruto, you protect Tsunade at all costs. Am I clear? Jiraiya asked, leaving no room for arguments. He leapt towards Orochimaru and tackled him as Shizune attacked Kabuto. Come on Tsunade-ba-chan, you have to snap out of it. Naruto said as he wiped some blood from her face. Naruto heard Shizune scream in pain and his head snapped over to see Shizune holding her leg with Kabuto standing over her. Naruto's mindscape Kyubi was sitting against a tree sleeping. A pulse could be felt. Kyubi started to stir inside of Naruto's mind. When suddenly her eyes snapped open. Real-world Naruto felt a pulse inside of him. What is happening? Naruto thought before a flood of chakra ran through his system. Welcome back Kyubi. Naruto thought as he felt his wounds starting to close. What have I missed, Naruto-kun? Kyubi asked. Search my memories. Naruto told her. Well, Kabuto, looks like we are even again. Naruto said with a smirk as he drew his katana out. Hey Naruto-kun, we were never equal. Kabuto stated. You are right. Naruto said as he stayed in a defensive position in front of Tsunade. If you think that provoking me will make me leave Tsunade's side, you are sadly mistaken. Naruto said emotionlessly. My Naruto-kun, I would never try to provoke you. Kabuto said. But I guess that won't matter when we destroy Konoha. I would never let you destroy Konoha. Naruto told him. Well, you are going to die today. Kabuto said as he charged at Naruto. Naruto stabbed through Kabuto's forearm in between the bones. Naruto twisted the katana violently and heard a loud snapping noise. Hey, that was a brilliant idea, Naruto-kun. Kabuto said as he leapt away and showed that his forearm was healing fast. He heals almost as fast as me. Naruto thought as he readied his katana again. Naruto dodged a blow that was aimed at his head and slashed upward, leaving a long cut. Kabuto took a kunai out. Naruto dodged and created an incomplete Rasengan and attempted to hit Kabuto, who dodged to the side and tapped Naruto's leg, and he heard a loud snapping noise. Naruto's leg almost collapsed. Should I have to keep him still? Naruto-kun, you should compacted the Rasengan just a little more. Kyubi advised. Naruto sheathed his katana as Kabuto closed in on him. Naruto caught Kabuto's fist and winced as the kunai in Kabuto's hand sliced the flesh between his fingers. Okay, compact it a little more. Naruto thought as he concentrated on the Rasengan. He felt it stabilize in his hand as Kabuto tried desperately to escape. I don't think so. Naruto stated as he cocked his arm back. Rasengan. Naruto yelled as he slammed the ball of chakra into Kabuto's stomach. Naruto held onto Kabuto as a sphere of chakra surrounded Kabuto and Naruto let go, letting Kabuto fly backwards. Naruto collapsed to one knee as he felt his heart slowing down. Naruto looked to see Kabuto slam into a boulder with a reassuring thud. Naruto watched as Kabuto slid to the ground. Naruto-kun, he severed the chakra lines to your heart and destroyed most of the muscles. I can't heal it. Kyubi said. Hey, this will be interesting to see if I live. Naruto thought as he chuckled. Blood was starting to dribble down his chin. Naruto was shocked to see Kabuto starting to stand. Hey Naruto-kun, that would have killed me if I didn't send my chakra to the point of impact and started to heal myself. Kabuto said when his eyes widened and he fell onto his stomach. There is too much damage. Kabuto thought as he saw Naruto start to sway. Hey, you must have figured that you are nearly dead. Kabuto said as Naruto started to fall backwards. Who would have thought I would have died like this? Naruto thought. Naruto-kun, it is getting dark, so dark. Naruto could hear the fear in her voice. Naruto spit up blood as he saw Tsunade hover over him. I guess I won our bet, Tsunade-ba-chan. Naruto said as felt his lungs starting to fill with blood, making him cough blood up. But, you can keep the necklace. Naruto said, smiling up at her. No Naruto, you can't die, she exclaimed as she cut his shirt with her chakra. She quickly ran her hand over his heart attempting to heal the chakra paths. Please not another one, Tsunade said as she felt his heartbeat starting to slow down. Naruto's mindscape Kyubi was standing in the little light that was in Naruto's mindscape. Who would have thought this is how I would die? Kyubi thought as the light started to fade closer to her. Suddenly she heard drips as the light started to increase again. Real-world Tsunade was crying over Naruto's body as his heart slowly started to stop. Please don't take another one from me, Tsunade begged as she pressed her hands to his chest. She felt red chakra suddenly surge in Naruto and his back arch. Naruto, she exclaimed as she felt his heart rate increasing again. She felt a hand wrap around the necklace around her neck. I guess this is mine, Naruto said weakly with a smile. You will definitely be a wrench in my plans, Naruto-kun, Orochimaru exclaimed as he spit out his sword at Naruto, who was too weak to move. Tsunade appeared in between the sword and Naruto and it pierced her chest. My Tsunade-chan, that was intended for you, Orochimaru said as he ripped the sword from her chest and kicked her away. Now to finish you off, Orochimaru said as he slashed at Naruto, who weakly deflected Orochimaru's sword with his katana. I am amazed you can still move, Orochimaru stated and noticed Naruto couldn't move again. Move, 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 Naruto thought as he tried to move as the sword moved towards him again. He closed his eyes but didn't feel any pain. Naruto cracked open his eye to see Tsunade over him again. I will not let you kill this boy, Tsunade said lowly. Now Tsunade-chan, I don't want to kill you, Orochimaru said as he slashed at her back trying to get her to move. Tsunade weakly kicked out at him. Tsunade-chan, how will you beat me if you are shaking so much? He said and saw her stop shaking. I will protect this boy, Tsunade stated. And I will not let you destroy Konoha because as the Godime Hokage I will not let you, Tsunade exclaimed before dealing a swift strong blow to Orochimaru's chest. Then I will kill you, Orochimaru said. Tsunade made a hand sign and a seal formed on her face. Tsunade, you can't do that, Shizune yelled as she finished healing her leg. Let me heal you, she exclaimed. Tsunade started to go through hand signs. Creation rebirth, Tsunade exclaimed as the seal broke and chakra started to flow through her and healed her severe wounds. I cannot be killed like this, Tsunade said as she started to go through hand signs. Summon, she yelled at the same time as her teammates. 3 giant forms were standing in the field, one was a toad, another was a slug and the last was a snake. It has been a while, Katsuya, Gamabunta said to the slug. It has been a while, Gamabunta-kun, Katsuya agreed. I could have gone a lot longer without seeing him again, Gamabunta said referring to the snake. But I guess I could use a snake skin wallet. Hey, I guess I will be having frog legs for dinner, the snake said, making Gamabunta angry. Katsuya-chan, take Naruto to Shizune, Tsunade whispered as Katsuya's giant head nodded and a piece of her rose under Naruto in the form of a small slug and it slithered off of Katsuya's head and plummeted to the ground, slamming against it with a thud. Katsuya slithered toward Shizune. Lady Tsunade wanted me to take Naruto-kun to you, Katsuya said to Shizune. Try to heal him if you can, I can tell he has a lot of damage done to him, she added. Katsuya-sama, can you heal his minor damage? Shizune asked. I will try to heal his leg but then I will have to go back to the main body, Katsuya said as Naruto's leg combined with her body. I felt that Naruto-kun's chest is damaged too. Kyubi is attempting to heal it but she can't get most of her chakra to his chest, Katsuya told Shizune. Okay, Katsuya-sama, Shizune said as she ran her green glowing hands over his chest. Heal the chakra lines first, Katsuya advised as she healed Naruto's leg. Shizune nodded and focused on the chakra lines. I have to go, Shizune-chan, Katsuya said as Naruto's leg detached from her. Okay, Katsuya-sama, Shizune said as the small Katsuya went to the main body. Shizune kept an eye on the battle going on between the 3 summons and their summoners. She felt Naruto start to stir. Naruto-kun, are you awake? She asked. What happened, Shizune-chan? Naruto asked. Well, you somehow convinced Tsunade-sama to become the Godime Hokage, Shizune said. And you almost died. Hinata-hime is going to kill me, Naruto mumbled. Hinata-hime? Shizune asked. My girlfriend, I told her I was going to take it easy, Naruto told her. Well, you are okay now, I am sure she won't know, Shizune said as Naruto looked at her. She has the Byakugan, Naruto said. You're screwed. Shizune said with a smirk when they heard a loud thud followed by the ground shaking. They looked over to see Manda with Gamabunta's sword through his mouth, with Tsunade standing on the hilt of the sword with Orochimaru's tongue in her hands. She gave a giant tug and Orochimaru flew towards her. She cocked a chakra-enhanced fist back. When Orochimaru was in her range, she threw her punch and hit Orochimaru in the jaw with a satisfying crunch. Orochimaru flew towards the ground with Tsunade close behind him, punching him and kicking him. I have to keep this up. Tsunade thought as she felt her chakra leaving her. She continued to punch him. She finished with a kick that sent Orochimaru a little ways away. They watched as Orochimaru started to stand. I won't be able to beat them. Orochimaru thought as he leapt to Kabuto and the two sunk into the ground. Katsuya and Gamabunta puffed away as Tsunade landed on the ground. Shizune helped Naruto to stand and the two walked over to Tsunade and Jiraiya. As they got closer, they saw that Tsunade was aging rapidly. Are you going to be okay? Jiraiya asked as he looked at his teammate. I just need something to eat and a night's rest and I will be fine. Tsunade replied as she looked to see Shizune helping Naruto to get over to them. How are you, Naruto? Tsunade asked. I have been better and worse. Naruto replied with a smirk, but that ended when Tsunade lightly bopped him on the head. Don't joke, you almost died. Tsunade said. Well, I did make a complete Rasengan. Naruto said as Tsunade's eyes widened. I guess I will have to watch him closely so the curse doesn't take him. Tsunade thought as she untied the necklace and tied it around his neck. Come on everyone, let's go get some rest. Tsunade said. Yeah, you look like you need it, Ba-chan. Naruto mumbled as Tsunade rounded on him. What was that? Tsunade asked threateningly. Nothing, Hokage-sama. Naruto said, saluting her. That is what I thought, and don't call me Hokage-sama, it makes me feel old. Tsunade said as Naruto opened his mouth. Ba-chan is worse. Can't you call me Tsunade-ne-chan like you do for Shizune? Tsunade asked. Not going to happen. Naruto replied. How about I think of something? Naruto asked. Fine. Tsunade mumbled. In the meantime I will call you Ba-chan. Naruto said with a smirk as Tsunade half-heartedly tried to hit him. How about Tsunade-sama? Tsunade suggested as Naruto shook his head. Tsunade-chan. Nope. Naruto said as the four walked towards the hotel they were staying at. Until I think of something you will be Ba-chan. Naruto said. Fine then, until you think of something new I will call you Naru-chan. Tsunade said as she saw Naruto cringe. Ba-chan. Naruto exclaimed indignantly. Come on Naru-chan. Tsunade said with a smirk as Naruto sighed in defeat and followed the three adults to the hotel rooms. 2 days later, you really think you can beat me Naru-chan because you mastered the Rasengan? Tsunade asked with a smirk. No, I think I will do better because now that Kyubi-chan is awake my chakra is a lot higher. Naruto said as he charged at Tsunade. Naruto was in front of Tsunade when his forehead protector flew off his head. He closed his eyes expecting a flick to the forehead, but he didn't feel anything. Naruto opened his eyes right as Tsunade's lips connected with his forehead. That is a special charm. She told the boy. Why can't she kiss me? One guess to who that was. Naruto blushed and looked away from the older woman. She giggled a little. Come on Naru-chan. Tsunade called to the dazed boy. Chapter 16. It had been a few days since Naruto, Shizune, Tsunade, and Jiraiya left Tanzaku Castle, much to the townspeople's relief. They were currently at a hot spring that had males, females and mixed bathing. Tsunade and Shizune went to the female's side, Naruto went to the male's side, and Jiraiya, can you guess it, right, the mixed bathing. Naruto had his back to the wall with Tsunade and Shizune on the other side. Have you thought of something? Tsunade asked, again. She has been asking every 15 waking minutes. No, and the more you ask me the less time I have to think. Naruto lied. He had thought of something to call her. Fine Naru-chan. Tsunade said. You two act like you have known each other your entire lives. Shizune commented. This is not the kind of women I wanted. They heard Jiraiya yell. Want to see? Naruto asked. You bet. Both Shizune and Tsunade said together. They walked to the third wall and Chakra walked up it and looked over to see Jiraiya in a pool with a bunch of primates. Naruto lost concentration and fell backwards onto his back because of his laughter. Oh my, I didn't know he was into this kind of thing. Tsunade said with a smirk as Shizune lost her concentration and followed Naruto's reaction and fell into the water. I can't breathe. Naruto said as he laughed. Well, I am going to the casino. Tsunade said. I wanna come too. Naruto called as he reined in his laughter. Okay. She called and the three left Jiraiya waiting in the mixed bathing. Shizune and Tsunade dried off and waited outside for Naruto. It didn't take him long to come out with just a towel around his waist. Someone took my robe. Naruto said as Shizune stared and Tsunade tilted her head to the side. How can a 13-year-old boy have muscles like that? Tsunade and Shizune thought together. Come on Naru-chan, let's go get you a new robe. Tsunade said. How about I don't call you Ba-chan in public and you can't call me Naru-chan in public? Naruto compromised. Come on, I am the Black Death of Konoha and being called Naru-chan kinda takes away the fear I hold. Fine. Tsunade said. Okay Tsunade. Naruto said. Why does she get respected like that? Jiraiya yelled. It is amazing how good his hearing is. Naruto said as Tsunade and Shizune nodded as they walked to the front desk. Hello? Tsunade asked, gaining the 16-year-old girl's attention. Yes, she trailed off as she looked at Naruto. What can I do for you? She asked Naruto naughtily. I need a robe. Naruto said simply. Does he really not see that she wants to get into his pants, or towel? Tsunade thought. You will have to trade your towel for it. The girl dared. Naruto shrugged and pulled his towel off to show that he was wearing boxers. The girl groaned and handed the robe over as Naruto handed the towel over. They heard a puff and smoke come out of his robes. What was that? Tsunade asked. A shadow clone hinged into a pair of boxers. Naruto said with a smirk. Now that is smart. Tsunade said as she wrapped an arm around his shoulder. Now I am going to show you how to gamble. This place has a casino that doesn't have a gambling age. Tsunade said as she led him away with Tsunade on his side. Should I be worried that she knows about the casino? Naruto whispered to Shizune. With her the only time you need to worry is if she gets a winning streak. Shizune replied. If she wins big then we are in trouble. She added. Okay. Naruto replied as they walked into a casino. Okay Naruto-kun, follow me. Tsunade said as she grabbed his hand and dragged him away. She sat him on the seat next to her. Okay Naruto-kun, this game is called blackjack. The point of the game is to get 21, 10, jack, queen, and king are worth 10, aces are 11. She said as Naruto nodded and bit his thumb and pulled the sleeve of his robe up to reveal a storage seal on it. He ran his blood over the seal and a scroll opened and Naruto ran his thumb over that scroll and a pile of money popped out. Naruto gave Tsunade a fourth of it. Naruto placed some money on the table and the cards were dealt. Naruto got 2 kings. Now stay Naruto. Tsunade said. Actually I would like to split. Naruto said as he separated the kings and the dealer dealt out the other 2 kings. Split again. Naruto said and separated the kings again and he got dealt 4 aces. Tsunade's, Shizune's, and the dealer's mouths dropped open. Hey, I win. Naruto said. What luck. Tsunade trailed off. The dealer handed Naruto the chips he won. Naruto sealed the rest of his money and put the scroll back into his arm. So shall we go again? Naruto asked as he set up money in 4 different places. The dealer dealt the cards and Naruto got all queens and kings. I will split them all. Naruto said as the dealer dealt out 4 aces and 4 jacks. I will split these. Naruto said with a smirk as the dealer dealt out 4 tens. How is he so lucky? Tsunade thought as she saw the dealer get 18. You win. The dealer said as he gave Naruto a big pile of chips. Hey, I guess I am on a roll. Naruto said as he went to put the money down. Sir, I think you should give someone else a chance to win. The dealer said. Naruto shrugged. I guess I will go play poker. Naruto said while he gathered his chips and went to a poker table, Tsunade close behind. Naruto sat at the table with 4 other people around him. Tsunade was looking over his shoulder as Naruto placed 1,000 Ryo chip into the ante. Are you sure you want to place us, little boy? A burly man asked. Yup. Naruto said as he looked at his cards. How the hell is this even possible? Tsunade thought as she kept a straight face. Naruto saw a man throw in 10,000 Ryo. Naruto threw in the same amount. How many would you like, boy? A skinny man asked. None. Naruto replied calmly, showing absolutely no emotions. Fine. The skinny man said as the chubby man placed 2 cards down and the skinny man dealt the 2 cards and the man smirked. He threw down 30,000 ryo. Naruto threw down 60,000 ryo. I raise you by 30,000 ryo. Naruto said calmly as the chubby man threw in the 30,000 ryo. You should learn how to play boy. The chubby man said as he placed 4 nines on the table. He went to reach for the chips. I only have this. Naruto said throwing down his cards to show a royal straight flush. I do believe I won. Naruto said as he reached for the money. You cheated. The chubby man said as he pulled out a knife. No you are. Naruto said as he appeared behind him and a piece of the man's coat fell off to show a device. You 4 are cheating and stacking the deck so any of you will win but the new person. But you could say I have a demon's luck. Naruto said as he grabbed his chips. He heard Kyubi growl in the recesses of his mind. I am joking. Naruto said. I am cashing out now. Naruto told Tsunade. Naruto-kun you have some amazing luck. Tsunade said. I know, but I don't want to clean out the entire casino and run out of luck. Naruto said simply. See Naruto-kun knows when to leave. Shizune stated. Yeah well Naruto just won what like 200,000 ryo? Tsunade asked. Give or take. Naruto said. But he could have easily cleaned that place out but he didn't. Shizune said. How do you think Jiraiya is doing? Naruto asked. I don't know, I hope he didn't stay in the hot spring. Tsunade said. With Jiraiya was bright red with apes, primates, heavy-set women, and elderly women around him. This is not what I wanted. Jiraiya thought sadly as one of the primates ate bugs out of his hair. Back to Naruto, how about we get something to eat? Naruto asked. You treating? Tsunade asked. When haven't I treated? Naruto asked. I believe I paid for every meal that you and Jiraiya have ate. Naruto said dryly. What about Shizune? Tsunade asked. She offered to pay her own bill but I thought, hey I am already spending a fortune on basically sake why not add a little more money? Naruto said dryly as Suon grinned. New rule Hokage-sama, you get 1 bottle of sake and that is it. Naruto told her. That isn't nice. Tsunade pouted. I am sick of paying for your sake. Naruto told her. Do you know what I will pay for the food and you will pay for the drinks? Naruto told Tsunade. So 1 bottle of sake. Tsunade asked as Naruto nodded as the 3 walked into a restaurant. For 3, the waitress asked as Naruto nodded. She led them to a table and the 3 sat down. I will come back and get your drinks. She said as she gave Naruto a lingering look. You sure are a ladies man Naruto-kun. Shizune said with a smirk. I guess I am. Naruto said returning her smirk. But Hinata Haim can get a bit protective over me. Tsunade got a evil thought and smirked. She just knows how handsome you are Naruto-kun. Shizune complimented. Thanks Shizune-chan. Naruto said. So what can I get you 3? The waitress said gaining their attention. I will have your biggest and most expansive bottle of sake. Tsunade said as Naruto glared at her. I will have some green tea. Shizune said. Jasmine tea please. Naruto said as the lady nodded. Okay I will be right back. The lady said. I hate you. Naruto said to Tsunade. I love you too. Tsunade said cheerily as the waitress came back with a giant bottle of sake. Is that? She trailed off with a trail of drool running down her chin. Okay the demon sake for you. The waitress said as she placed the bottle and sake cup in front of Tsunade. Green tea for you. She said placing a cup in front of Shizune. And jasmine tea for you. She said placing the cup in front of him. Thank you. Naruto said as Tsunade poured a cup of sake and gingerly brought it to her lips and tasted the sake. She instantly looked like she was in heaven. Is it that good? Shizune whispered to Naruto, he just shrugged. But smirked instantly. Hey Tsunade. Naruto asked gaining her attention. Yeah, she asked. How about when we get to the hotel room we have a little drinking contest and whoever loses has to buy the next meal? Naruto asked. Deal, she exclaimed. He has no chance. She thought as she turned her undivided attention to her sake. Naruto-kun she has been drinking sake for almost her entire life. Shizune said. She doesn't have Kyubi in her. Naruto said with a smirk. She doesn't allow me to get drunk. Something about it being a bitch healing a hangover. Naruto added. So you just conned Tsunade-sama into buying the next meal? Shizune asked as Naruto nodded. That is mean Naruto-kun. Just call it revenge for ordering that monstrosity. Naruto said, pointing to the sake she was drinking. I guess so. Shizune said as she sipped her tea. The waitress came back. What can I get you three? She asked. I will have the barbecue ribs, miso soup. Shizune said. I will have the same. Naruto said as the waitress turned to Tsunade, who was too busy sipping her sake. Naruto growled and grabbed the bottle and cup from her. She sent a death glare at him. Order your food. Naruto ordered. I am paying for this and I will have her take it back. Naruto threatened as Tsunade looked like she was about to die. I will have whatever they are having. Tsunade said. Now gimme it back, she exclaimed as she grabbed the bottle and cup. And people think I am the kid. Naruto stated as Shizune and the waitress giggled. Naruto handed the menus to the waitress and she walked away. Sake. Tsunade moaned out. Naruto and Shizune stared at Tsunade. Did she sound like she was having? I think so. Naruto said, making Shizune stare at him. And how would you know what it sounds like? Shizune asked. Naruto trailed off. I mean, I have never done it. Naruto said truthfully as Shizune looked at him with a critical eye. The waitress came over with the food. This isn't over, Naruto. Shizune stated as the waitress placed the food in front of them. Geez, fine. Naruto mumbled. Tsunade, it is time to eat. Naruto said, taking the bottle away. Hey, I was drinking that, she exclaimed. Damn, it is already half empty. Naruto exclaimed. We have been here for 20 minutes. So what, that stuff is so good, she exclaimed at him as she attempted to grab the bottle, but Naruto moved it out of her reach. It is time to eat. Naruto told her. It is time to drink. Tsunade clarified. Eat. Drink. Eat. Drink. Guys. Shizune exclaimed, gaining their attention. You are gaining attention to us, she scolded. Sorry. The two chimed together. Now eat. She ordered. Okay. The two said again and starting eating. Naruto-kun, may I please have some sake? Tsunade asked as she gave him the puppy dog eyes. Fine. Naruto said as he poured some sake into her cup. Naruto placed the bottle in front of her. You stop eating that food and drink just sake, I will take the bottle away. Naruto threatened. Okay. Tsunade said. So what were you two talking about before the food came? She asked, taking a bite of food. Nothing. Naruto said quickly. I think Naruto-kun came close to having sex. Shizune stated as Naruto's head slammed into the table next to his plate. Oh ho, he starts early. Tsunade teased. Naruto was mortified. I didn't have sex. Naruto mumbled, embarrassed. I will have to have someone give him the talk. Tsunade thought as they ate. So did it feel good? Tsunade asked as Naruto took a drink and almost choked on it. Naruto saw Tsunade take a drink of her sake. Actually, it felt amazing. Naruto said as Tsunade spit her drink out while she coughed. Naruto and Shizune laughed at her expression. Touché, Naruto. Tsunade said. I am not known as the Hokage of pranks for nothing. Naruto joked. I bet. Tsunade said as she wiped her mouth. You know that little stunt of yours cost you about 200 ryo. Tsunade said as Naruto's mouth dropped open. Wow. Shizune trailed off as she finished her food. The waitress walked up. I have you check, she said, placing it on the table. Naruto picked the check up and his eyes widened. That bottle cost 20,000 ryo. Naruto yelled. Oh ho, this is the last time I am letting pick the sake. For the next 3 weeks that we are out of Konoha, you are getting the cheapest sake the places have. Naruto told her. I hope that bottle was worth it. He told her as she nodded, smiling. Very, that was the best sake I ever had. Tsunade said as Naruto glared at her and placed the money on the table. I hate you right now. Naruto said. Oh, I love you so much for buying that sake for me. She said as she held up the bottle that was still half full. She grabbed him and shoved his head into her breasts. Naruto struggled and she eventually released him. I still hate you. Naruto said. You know people would kill to be hugged like that by me. Tsunade said. Well, I am not one of them. Naruto stated as he walked away. Oh come on Naruto, you can't be that mad. Tsunade said. You just made me spend 20,000 ryo on one bottle of sake. You are lucky I am even talking to you. Naruto told her. Tsunade opened her mouth but Shizune laid a hand on her shoulder. Not now. Shizune mouthed. What about our drinking contest? Tsunade asked. You would have lost. Shizune told her. Kyubi doesn't allow him to get drunk. So he conned me. Tsunade asked as Shizune nodded as they walked to their hotel room. Naruto was still not talking to her. Tsunade was actually a little sad. I am sure Naruto-kun will talk to you in no time. Shizune consoled her. 4 days later Naruto had not even tried to speak with Tsunade for those days and she was beginning to feel incredibly guilty. She watched him talk with Shizune but not to her. Naruto. Tsunade asked, gaining Naruto's attention. I am sorry for taking advantage of you buying dinner. Please talk to me again. She pleaded. Now was that so hard? Naruto asked. Huh? Tsunade asked. Naruto-kun was waiting for you to apologize for that incident. Shizune told her. Brat, do you realize how much guilt you made me feel? Tsunade demanded. Tsunade-sama, you had to learn what you did was wrong. Shizune said. Why does he get an apology? Jiraiya asked. You guys left me in that hot spring for 6 hours, he exclaimed. You could have gotten out at any time. Tsunade said. So I am forgiven. Tsunade clarified. Yeah, you are. Naruto said before Tsunade hugged him close to her breasts. Don't ever not talk to me again. She ordered. That is an order from the Hokage. She added. Okay. Naruto said, smiling up at her. Why can't I get hugs like that? Jiraiya asked. That is because you would try to feel me up. Tsunade said dryly. A week later they were now only a week away from Konoha. They had stopped at a festival. Shizune and Tsunade wrapped their arms around his, making him blush. What are you two doing? Naruto asked, embarrassed. We have to keep the fangirls away. Tsunade reasoned. I see how they look at you and if we stay on your arms they can't get to you. I also can't have any fun. Naruto added for her. Tsunade-hime, you can always keep the women off of me. Jiraiya said. Believe me you old perv, you don't have that problem. Tsunade said dryly as Jiraiya's hopes were crushed. Plus Naruto-kun is a lot cuter. Shizune added, basically kicking him in the stomach while he was down. Well ladies, I need to get more gifts for Hinata-hime and my little brother and his friends. Naruto said as the three walked away from the crying Jiraiya. He sure is a baby. Tsunade said. I know. Shizune agreed. Now what do you want to do, Naruto-kun? Shizune asked. Well, I need to get accessories for Hinata-hime's kimono I got for her. Naruto said. Can I see the kimono? Shizune asked as Naruto nodded and reached into his cloak somehow without Shizune letting go and pulled a scroll out and unsealed the kimono. She gasped when she held it out. This is so beautiful. Shizune whispered. Yes, it is, Naruto-kun, you sure to have some taste. Tsunade said. Well, I try my best for my Tenchi-hime. Naruto said. I have heard you call Hinata that before. Why? Suand asked. She has the ability to grow 2 indigo bird wings out of her back, making her look like an angel. Naruto told Tsunade. Oh. Tsunade said as she felt the silk. Oh, can you buy me one of these? She asked. Me too. Shizune asked. Sure, why not? Naruto said. But that is if we pass through that village. The one where you got attacked by Itachi Uchiha. Tsunade clarified. You are going to make Ero-sensei go that way, aren't you? Naruto asked as Tsunade nodded. Naruto sighed. Fine. Naruto said as Tsunade smiled. But you will owe me a lot of ramen for this. Okay, I mean how much ramen can you eat? Tsunade agreed. Let's just say the ramen stand in Konoha made almost all of their money on me alone. Naruto said, smirking at Tsunade. I can eat 20 to 30 bowls. Naruto said. A week? Tsunade asked, amazed. A meal. Naruto corrected her as his mouth dropped open. Yes, I know it isn't healthy, but I didn't know how to cook until I started hanging out with Hinata-hime. Naruto told them. Let me guess, because of the kyubi in you, you couldn't go into most places. Tsunade said as Naruto nodded to her. Which places let you eat at their restaurants? Ichiraku Ramen, and the Akamichi place. Naruto told her as she growled. That is horrible. Shizune said. I know, but they were scared of me. Naruto told her. I wasn't liked much when I was younger. Naruto told them. Well, you shouldn't care about the people who don't care about you. Tsunade said. Only care for the few that are truly your friends. She told him. Or family. Naruto added, smiling at them. Yes, or that. Tsunade said. Well, let's go get some things for this girl. Tsunade said as the two girls dragged Naruto away. I have feeling this will impact my savings a lot. Naruto thought as they dragged him to store after store. 4 days later the four of them came to the town that Naruto fought Itachi and Kisame. Naruto walked into the store that he bought Hinata her kimono. The same girl was behind the counter with 3 girls in front of it. They were talking. "Oh, Naruto-kun." The girl behind the counter said, happy to see Naruto. She instantly saw how close Shizune and Tsunade were to Naruto. "Who are these women?" the girl asked. "This is Tsunade Ka-san and Shizune Ne-chan." Naruto said as Tsunade's mouth dropped open. "He thinks of me as his mother." Tsunade thought with a warm feeling spreading in her chest. She instantly shoved his head into the valley that she calls her breasts. "Ah, stop, I can't breathe." Naruto exclaimed, making the girls giggle a bit. "Oh, I am sorry, Naruto-kun," Tsunade said. Naruto straightened his hair and cloak and cleared his throat. "I need to get kimonos for these 2, that are made out of the previous kimono I asked you to make." Naruto told the girl. "Okay, Naruto-kun," the girl said. "Can you 2 please come with me so I can get your measurements?" the girl asked as she led Shizune and Tsunade to the back of the shop. The instant Shizune and Tsunade were away, the 3 girls mobbed Naruto. "Will you go out with me?" the 3 asked at once. "Sorry, I have a girlfriend," Naruto said. The 3 girls opened their mouths. "And I am very faithful to her," Naruto added as they all groaned. Tsunade and Shizune walked out. She said the kimonos will be done in 2 days. Tsunade said as Naruto nodded. "Okay," Naruto said as the 3 left to see Jiraiya still crying from 4 days ago. "You are a cry baby. Well, excuse me for not having 2 stunning women on both of my arms," Jiraiya said sarcastically. "Hey, what can I say? You have it when you have it," Naruto said with a smirk as the 3 walked away from the crying Jiraiya. I wonder if I henge into Naruto I will get women," Jiraiya thought. "If I find out you henged into me I will kick your ass, Ero-sensei," Naruto yelled to Jiraiya, crushing Jiraiya's last hope. 3 days later, the 4 of them were 15 minutes from Konoha. For some odd reason, Tsunade changed her age to that of her 14-year-old self. Naruto had no idea why. Well, that was until they were 10 minutes away when Tsunade latched onto his arm and wouldn't let go. "What are you doing?" Naruto exclaimed. "But Naruto-kun, I am not doing anything," Tsunade said when they saw a shadow circling them. "You did this on purpose," Naruto said as he glared at Tsunade, who smiled innocently. Suddenly Hinata landed in front of them with her hands on her hips. Wow, Naruto wasn't kidding when he saw she looked like an angel with those wings. Tsunade thought as Naruto struggled against her grip. "Naruto-kun, what is going on?" Hinata demanded. Her anger was easily noticeable on her voice. "Nothing is going on," Naruto said as he got his arm out of Tsunade's grip. "Then why did I find you with another woman's arms wrapped around you?" she demanded again. "Do not worry, Hinata, I am not after you, man," Tsunade said as she reverted to her 30-year-old self. Hinata blinked a few times. "I am Tsunade Senju," Tsunade said. "Tdh Hokage," she stuttered as Tsunade nodded. "I am sorry for reacting that way," Hinata apologized. "Oh, do not worry, I am just getting him back for pranking me when we first met," Tsunade said as Hinata turned a dangerous look to Naruto. "What she did tell you was that she took my wallet," Naruto told Hinata. "Ah, which one?" she asked. "I believe it is the pie in the face, then powder, then the boxing glove," Naruto told her. "You hit the Hokage with a boxing glove?" Hinata asked. "Oh no, I have it set up so if Ero-sensei isn't around it won't activate," Naruto said as Jiraiya stared at him. "What the hell did I do to you?" he exclaimed. Naruto just ignored him as Hinata's wings went back into her back. "It is good to see my Ero Tenchi," Naruto whispered into Hinata's ear, making her shiver. "Are you healed yet?" she asked as Naruto nodded. Hokage-sama, I am stealing Naruto-kun," Hinata said as the 2 vanished in Hinata's red whirlpool Shunshin. What do you think she will do to him?" Tsunade asked. "By that look in her eye I suspect she is ripping his clothes off," Shizune said, not knowing how true her answer was. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like for more what ifs and support the author. See you guys in the next video.